Do you want unlimited gunpowder? Do you like cats? Then the J365 Creeper Farm could be for you. I had a Let's Play video come out a little while ago, and I built a creeper farm in that episode. And in that episode, a lot of people were commenting as if it was a tutorial, which it was not. So I thought it was about time to create a tutorial on how to build this super simple creeper farm. And you can see there are a lot of creepers in there already. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spawning platforms in this one, but you can make this with just one. I did make it in my Let's Play with just one, and you can see how many creepers are coming out of this. Let's have a look at how much gunpowder's in there. It hasn't been running for too long, and we've already got 2.5 stacks of gunpowder and more rolling in as we speak. So we're going to there are a lot of creeper farms out there, by the way, but the one thing I did notice with a lot of them is they had these magma blocks and mine carts, and when you're playing early game, it's just not feasible to build something that elaborate. So I'm going to jump in and show you how to build this super simple creeper farm. First, we need to create the spawning platform. So starting from this center, you want to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you just need to come out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and just fill that in like so. And then you want to do the same for all sides and also fill in the middle here. Once you've got that all filled in, it should look a little something like this. Then you just need to come to where the middle is, and it's best if you just place some trapdoors around it and pop in a cat and train it. Now if you're in survival, obviously you will need to tame a cat and bring it here and pop it in. If you do want to see how to do that, I do have a Let's Play with the creeper farm in it, as I mentioned at the start of the video, so I'll put a card for that up on screen right now, and if you would like to see me build this in survival, you can check that out. Next, you may want to place your trapdoors alongside here. Otherwise, if not, you can also go ahead and place in this bit here first. You just want to block this off, and you want to extend it past, one block past where the trapdoors are on here. And then you also eventually want to place your trapdoors down here as well, and that is just so the creepers think that there is a block here and they end up falling down. You want to also carry this along past through the around this whole spawning platform, so you just block it off like that and then extend it out and come back around. Once you've got your trapdoors in place all around the spawning platform like so, you want to go ahead and make sure no spiders can spawn on these platforms. So you can do that by making sure there are no 3x3 areas in the whole entire spawning platform here. So you want to go and place your carpets like so, and that makes sure there are no 3x3s here. And we go boom, 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 and you just want to keep placing them around. It's easier if you start off in the corners like so, and then one just there and one just opposite the like 2 down diagonally from the cat, and it should look a little something like that for reference. Alright, now after you've got that done, you want to go up 2 blocks, and this is where your ceiling is. So when you place in your ceiling, you can either come out all the way across here and down like so, and you can encase this whole thing in, which I obviously didn't do on this platform because I had the glass there. And if you do that, or if you leave it open or anything like that, you do need to have something at the top to block the light out. But in survival, especially in the one that I played in, I just created a box around the whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to go ahead and come up 3 high on all of the walls, and then fill in the roof as well. Now it is actually easier in survival if you do put the roof on while you're inside, because we do still need to be in the creeper farm now as well, and it might be handy actually to light it up somehow, whether you use torches or if you use redstone lamps, if you want to have this toggleable for spawning, so you can get in here and do some maintenance. Then that's entirely up to you, but I definitely would recommend lighting it up. Obviously the creepers aren't going to spawn while you're in the farm anyway, but just in case. It always pays to be safe, especially with creepers around. Those explosive little buggers. And once you've got the roof on, you want to grab your trapdoors back out, and this is where we eliminate all the other mob spawns like the zombies, the skeletons. You just want to go ahead and place down trapdoors because creepers are actually a little bit shorter than all the other mobs, and you only need to place these around where the spawning areas are here. So we'll just go around like so. Now, once you've got all of the trapdoors in place on the ceiling, this is actually a lot easier in 1.14 plus, by the way, because you can actually walk around in here while you're crouched. But you will notice a little bit of light is still coming in, and creepers will not spawn in here, but that is okay because the next step on our creeper farm here is to build like a sort of collection chamber for all of the creepers. So you want to come down 3 at the bottom and just knock those out as well, and then you want to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then just build a 2-high wall up there as well. And you can continue this all the way around the farm, but you also want to make sure you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks away from the center every wall that is placed. Once you've got the entire area down here filled in, you want to find your center, which I've already marked mine out with this orange carpet, and just punch that out there as well. Then you can build up the corners like so, and you can actually also fill those in if you feel the need. You can fill this area in, but it might be useful to wait until after you've finished the creeper farm, especially if you're on survival. Then you just want to grab your water and place it around all the sides like so. And also just on the tops here as well, which just stops the creepers from jumping onto the corners here. You really want to make sure that you've filled these in correctly going out 8 blocks, because obviously I've made a mistake here. So I'm going to need to bring this wall in 1 more block. And now that I've fixed that, you can see that this water all drags into one central point, which is perfect for us because that means all the creepers will fall down into one central point. Now, if we get back in here, now you can see in the inside it's still relatively light in here, but once you actually get out here and fill in this area right here, which right now is probably the perfect time to do it if you're on survival, because that is the creeper farm actually all done inside. So we'll just go ahead and fill in this, and then it should be dark enough inside for creepers to spawn. Now that that's all complete, you also want to prevent spawns on the top of this, so you can either place down carpets or you can just spam torches all around the top. Unless, of course, you are building this underground or anything like that. Anything to stop the mob spawns up here would be good. And you also want to prevent them all around the edges here. So you can do this with, obviously, carpets. It just depends what you prefer. But I'm just going to lay down heaps of torches right now. With the torches, it doesn't look very pretty, but it gets the job done for sure. I'm also just going to stop people from spawning down here, just because I want to be able to see if we actually get any creepers down here. And we want to build a little chamber for them to fall down. I'm going to use glass, just white stained glass, so we can see them. And then you also want to use a hopper and a chest as well, so that you can collect the gunpowder somehow. And you just want to come down, I think it's around about 24 blocks or so is the kill rate from drops. Now once you've got your tube 24 blocks down, as you can see we've just made this one out of glass, you can go ahead and place your chest right there and then a hopper just behind it, and the creepers will fall onto the hopper. We've got one just about to fall out now. Come on. He's going to get pushed out by his buddy. There he goes, and we should be seeing gunpowder come into this chest. There we go. We got our first gunpowder. I guess every creeper does not drop gunpowder, but as you can see, this farm is working. It's magic, and it's not terribly fast, but it is just one single platform. This one here, which is now lit up, so no creepers are spawning in it to affect these rates. This one has been running for basically the entire time that we've been doing this tutorial, and we have got almost half a single chest of gunpowder in there, and it's only been about half an hour or so. So with 5 platforms you can get quite a bit more, but I don't know if extra platforms will really affect the rates too much, just because as you've got more platforms you're taking up more of a mob cap. But if you do want to add more platforms, you just do the same thing. Find your center on the roof here, put down all of your carpets, put another roof, put down your trapdoors on the sides, and then you just go up one more level. So it is pretty easy to make more levels of spawning platforms. Of course you do need more cats if you're going to do that, and you can get a good idea of how it looks here. But that is essentially the creeper farm all done. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I do have to give a shout out to Logical Geek Boy, as I did borrow the spawning platforms from his video. I just, as I said at the start, didn't really like the whole magma blocks and minecart thing, because when you're early game it's very hard to get hold of that many magma blocks and that many minecarts and that many rails and everything as well. So I feel like this one is a lot simpler, just using water to push everyone into the center and have them fall down a death trap essentially. And if you guys do want to see me build this on survival, as I said, I'll leave a link in the description below, as well as a link to Logical Geek Boy's video too. So if you want to check those out, go ahead and see the description. But until then guys, I'll see you in the next one.